of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Cross the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Flips it out on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Auburn.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Avery. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick up a first down. Surging forward on the sneak. Oh, ball's out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Cantrell. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the...
And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you've got to protect. You've got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel so different if they can punch this in for a touchdown before the half.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Cantrell. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Using his feet. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The screen. He's got wheels. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as...
Turning it on! Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. Fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. From the gun, running back gets the give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak.
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Alabama 35, Auburn 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Quick release on the RPO. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Lowers those pads. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Using his legs, it's Reese. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes his man miss. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Marches ahead. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught behind the line. It's Carney. Makes him talk to the hand. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Higgins. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Pocket breaking down. No more time to throw. The quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Rides the back and leaves it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolute shame. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Makes the quick grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
The offense set for a first down play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another